And we're back. Hopefully this will work.
True. What I've heard.
We good now? Just need to wait and see if y'all are back. And then I will continue. I swear. We're still chugging? Are you sure it's not just like the startup? It might need to catch up because this has happened before. Alright, I'm looking through the viewfinder and it looks fine to me. Like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's looking fine now. If it starts getting bad again, let me know. Okay? Because I want to be able to put the Yaimiko stuff, the Raiden Shogun stuff, and Yaimiko up on YouTube. So if it's not running well, then we're just gonna have to save it for another time. And I think part of it also might be the weather. Maybe. Because of, it do be raining, though. Are we done with this quest? Thank you. We need one more. We need one more. There it is. Yeah. You know, I'm really excited. I'm trying to stay away from, or I've been trying to stay away from spoilers. For these. Because I'm really fucking excited to get more Raiden Shogun content. Alright, it's down below. Where is it that? Or is it in here? Is it this? Yeah, defeat all opponents.
Take your true form.
Order guide you. Gather.
Cryo incarnate. All hail.
I'm just spamming all my
We're
ults
way
at this
behind
point.
schedule.
Just sitting outside of it. Okay. Oh. Oh. You just ran in for your death, dude. How did you dodge that? You dodged it again, you bitch. Finally. It's like going all Matrix on me. What the fuck? Get that raw meat. Get that potato. And then... Alright. Claim that. And then I need to go and get the daily commission stuff, and then I think we're good to do the Yaimiko stuff. Not Yaimiko, Raiden Shogun. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it. And yeah, I've been waiting the stream all day because of this. Obviously, I wasn't gonna do it before like work or anything, but I've been excited to do this. It's been a while since we've gotten a story quest. I mean, it's always a while because we only get like 1 or 2 each update, if that.
Add Astra.
So gimme.
Thank you for complete.
Alright. I need a good party. I need like an Inazuma party. Alright. So this is my first one's usually like what I use for my story. So for story stuff. So for Inazuma, we are going to need the Traveler, because I always use the Traveler for story stuff, don't judge me. We're gonna do Raiden, and then we can do we're gonna save Kokomi for last. We'll do Ayaka. Boom.
I await your instruction.
We'll do these 4. Ain't no party like an Inazuma party. That is true, that is true. So very true. Oh my god, she needs some heals. We're going to go to Statue of the Seven to heal, because I'm not going to pay for that. Right here. Ooh, I'm so ready. I have to do this because I'm pretty sure this is going to unlock a new weekly boss. Kind of like the Act 2 of Zhongli's story quest. Alright, turn back around. Heal. And I'm just curious to see if my team's going to be able to handle it. Because I'm running only one of my good characters, and it's going to probably be an Electro boss, which is going to make it resistant. Quests. Cleansing Light. The Adventurers Guild in Inazuma seems to have a commission concerning the Sacred Sakura. Oh boy, okay. It's always this Catherine. She always has stuff for us to do, unlike the other ones. Like, every, like, new story quest that's remotely important goes through her. I don't know why. It's what we have to do for, like, 1 or 2 islands as well. And, like, some event stuff, too. But first, before we do that, I gotta get my, my thing. I gotta unforge my items. Or forge my items, I mean. Not unforge, but forge them. Alright. Hajime! Give me my thing that the other person worked on. Is that enough? Is that enough for the weekly thing? For the battle pass? Yes, it is. Alright, I'm putting this off. I know I'm putting this off, but don't judge me. Also something that I might do, because I've seen some stuff for, what to build for Yaimiko. And I've seen what boss that she uses, which is the same thing as Shenhe. So I might have to use my, resin on that. And then the rest of them will go towards talent materials if she does light. I hope that she does light.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Thank you.
Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that
Zax put out a video like immediately. I'm sure that he did.
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Yep, that's how it normally goes.
Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help?
Of course.
Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Hounds are attacking the roots of the sacred Sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
They're not even on this island. Why are they here?
On Narukami Island?
That's weird.
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target.
Which is...
The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to
Oh, they're trying to
Inazuma.
take down the tree?
I trust you are aware of this already?
I'm hazy. No, I believe I
And
understand.
you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
They should be.
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Hound's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them.
Okay.
Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to
And that
eliminate
includes the
monsters.
Adventurers Guild, huh?
The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Hounds has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation.
Time to make some whelps yelp. I'll be sending those pooches packing. I'm gonna make the
You
pun.
have our deepest gratitude.
Not
Your
even a
confident
chuckle.
Response puts me
We're
far
not
more
funny,
at
I
ease.
guess.
I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
We won't. We literally have the Raiden Shogun on our team. We'll be fine. We'll be perfectly fine. We got a war general, a princess, and the literal leader of the country on our team. I think we'll be fine. Uh-huh.
Keeping the sacred Sakura safe was Kazari's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it. Time to teach him a lesson.
If people haven't done that quest, that like cleansing ritual quest, like they're probably gonna have to do it in order to. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. I could teleport, but what if I didn't want to? What if I actually just wanted to like run there? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. People would be pissed. All the way over here? I'm gonna go to the Kamisato estate. Start here. Oh, actually, I'll save this for later. I'll save it for after the story quest. Actually, I have a little bit of traveling to do, so I'll say it. Comet, have you seen, or listened to Nate Wants the Battle's most recent song? It's a FNAF security breach thing. Have you listened to it at all? I know it's weird for me to bring this up right now, but there was something about it that I realized while listening to it today that kind of blew my mind a little bit. And I think you'll like it. No, I haven't. Okay, so, it's really good. I've grown sick of his FNAF stuff, but I saw him reveal the song on stream, and it's really good. And, it has to do with security breach, obviously. But, I'm pretty sure it's told from the perspective of Gregory. And because it's believed that he's the crying child, he makes a callback to his FNAF 4 song from, like, 5 years ago. And I didn't even realize that he had done that until today. Because, I don't know if it's called a bridge, but basically, like, it's completely original, and then during a bridge to the third time that the chorus starts, he says a line or two from his FNAF 4 song. If I could play it on stream, I would. But, yeah. The very last 30 seconds of the song is my absolute favorite, and it gave me goosebumps listening to it the first time. Because, there is a lot. He changes up the chorus the last time. And, there is a line in there that he just put a shit ton of emotion into. And, because it's supposed to be, like, angry and confused. And the line's like, I was left away to rot. And when he does, when he says rot, he, like, shifts up during it, and then there's just the tiniest bit of screamo in it. Not in, like, the initial thing, but it's, like, underlaid, like, underneath it. And it sounds so good, and it's just for that one word. It's really good. And, like, you can listen to it and not know a damn thing about FNAF, and you probably wouldn't even recognize that it's a FNAF song. Like, he did a very, very, very good job. I was legitimately impressed. And apparently he, wrote the instrument... Raiden? Are you telling me to continue with the quest without saying anything? She's not happy that I'm talking about FNAF. But, yeah. Very good. I highly suggest it. Listen to it. I've been listening to it on repeat. So yeah. Onward. Oh, it's the Rift Hounds. Oh no. You're not gonna last long against Raiden, especially in the rain, my dudes. Sorry to say it to you. Enemy reinforcements.
Illusion shattered.
Bruh.
Her Excellency, what is she trying to communicate?
Is that what she says when it's raining? That's like very, very, what's the word? I'm taking more interest in his original music lately, songs not based on anything. Yeah, I much prefer those, don't get me wrong. But, I was thoroughly impressed by it. Yeah. Is that what Ayaka says whenever it's raining? Because that's like very foreboding. That I've never heard that line from her again. Or before. Can I though? Can I though? Oh, there's... Raiden just knocked him out in one hit. Holy shit. We were doing just fine. We didn't even get into the red once. Hey, there she is! There's my girl! I literally just did that too.
Shogun? Wait, no. Could also be A.
It's A, because she pulled out the sword.
Oh, it's you two.
Yep.
It has been a long time. We have not seen each
I
other
love
since
her
the
so
resolution
much.
of the Tenryou
I
Commission
love her
crisis.
so much. Seriously, the longer that, like, I've been playing this game, the more it's solidified to me that she is my favorite. She is my absolute favorite character. Like, I love Hu Tao and everything. She is my main, like, she's probably my favorite character. Like, by far. And I'm so happy to see her back.
Like A. It is you, right?
Yes, it is.
You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
What brings you out this time?
I'm making early preparations for what is to come.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed
Oh, you can
the way
actually see the
world is
roots.
today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past.
Okay.
Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
She's not a NEET anymore.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
She probably does.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself.
You wouldn't have been sick if we got, a new outfit for Raiden. That was like the new boss thing. I would have really enjoyed that. You could even say that's pretty neat. Yeah. Swap that A out with an E. And you're golden.
Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous Rift Hounds.
Rift Hounds are from the Abyss, right? That's been established already. Because if they're suddenly doing this, it's not random. It's like a coordinated attack from the Abyss, isn't it? It's either the Abyss or the Raiden, like, Shogun puppet. I'm pretty sure it's one of the two. Or both. If she's a part of the Abyss, the Raiden Shogun puppet, like, holy shit.
I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you.
But the commissions and adventures can deal with monsters. Doesn't seem like a matter needing the Archon. Yes, it does. It does seem like it needs the Archon's attention.
If the Shogun, rather than I, were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
She actually cares for her people.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Because she doesn't care.
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But Rift Hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
Are we going to get Raiden lore?
A disaster?
This is when her friends died. And her sister died, right?
Yes. 500 years ago,
We're gonna get lore.
a great catastrophe befell Inazuma.
We're gonna get lore. We're gonna get Raiden lore.
Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog.
I love that it's
monsters
raining.
ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost. And this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil. And the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
Yeah. This is around when Conria got destroyed, wasn't it?
So you've heard of it too.
Wait, so Rift Hounds were involved with Conria. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one.
No, not at all. It's literally... They're literally attacking the sacred Sakura tree. Yeah.
But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together.
I just want to say, like, fucking props to her voice actress. What is it? Pretty sure her name's On? Or Anne? Anne or On? And it's something. I don't know. But, her voice actress makes it very clear with just a little hint of subtlety, whether it's A talking or if it's the Shogun talking. It's very, very similar, but once you get, like, you can tell the tone shift. Once you figure that out, it becomes so clear, and she does a phenomenal job. That's another reason why I love her so much.
From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Let's go.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Having
Good.
someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible, doesn't it?
Also, another thing with having Raiden, her voice lines, like, the voice lines that you just get when you first meet her are all, like, the Shogun. And then the more you get to know her, the more of A's voice lines come out.
Oh yeah. After we
It's a
deal
very
with the
good touch.
monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria.
We're actually going to get more Conria lore.
This color. It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage.
Yep.
Let's follow it. It should be this way.
It's like paint. I'm going to play as the Shogun because, since she's with us. You can actually hear the Rift Hounds. What the fuck? There's a mark right here. What am I supposed to do? Is it letting me click on it? Bruh. Am I doing something wrong? Because there's this. Here's one. Or am I just supposed to follow it? Yeah, I'm just supposed to follow it. It's like a blood trail. But, you know, not red. This is seriously kind of foreboding. I love it when Genshin gets like this. Are there more? It went up. I love that you can hear the Rift Hounds in the background. Do we have more? Look for the marks left behind. Oh, where is it? There's more over here. Okay. Alright.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The
Get some
Yashiro
healers
Commission
on
will
this
be able
shit.
to nurse the root system back to health.
Good.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing?
Probably like electrical energy or something.
Huh? What's this?
Is this from 500 years ago?
Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey. But
Not the first time we've seen dead people, too.
Here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I'm sure Raiden already knows. Or A. Already knows.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
She probably remembers
What happened
this.
here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Probably look like ghosts to this
Run
guy.
quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them.
Okay.
We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
What exactly happened?
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness.
Okay.
Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
Okay.
Look, none of that seems to be going on around
I
here.
wonder if it had to do with the Rift Towns
Not
before.
right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now, there's no time left. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves.
Is this when Makoto died? Did Makoto die? Like, during this time? And her fox lady also died?
I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's the Shogun? You're back.
But it's not Makoto.
Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness.
Because basically,
Please, or the whole of
I'm gonna
Inazuma
wait until
will
he's
be
done talking.
reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
because what was revealed by Yai at the end of the Inazuma Archon quest was that Makoto had passed away, and in, like, behind closed doors, Beelzebub, took up the mantle, and the public was none the wiser. So, like, everyone just sees Makoto and A as one person. But I'm pretty sure that this is probably when Makoto died. So it's probably Makoto and then her, like, basically right-hand man. The other Kitsune. Before Yai. Because Yai is only, like, 300 years old. So Yai wasn't even born when this happened. So, like, these were all, like, the people, like, in her life or whatever at this time.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
I just had a thought. What if Genshin were to do, like, this major update at some point? If we ever end up or have, like, a second Archon war, or, like, a war against the Archons, where, like, Inazuma, Mondstadt, Liyue, like, they seem peaceful now, but, like, they just become, like, battlegrounds. And just, like, there's an entire shift in the world. Like, after we do, like, Snezhnaya or something. Yeah. If we were to lose or something, and, whatever the Archon is, I forget what she's called, that, leads the Fatui and everything, actually were to, like, win and get everything. Like, what if they did a major update for Genshin Impact and then made everything, like, war-torn for a period of time? Like, during that part of the story. Just everything. And then, like, kept it that way for, like, a year or two. Like, depending on how long that chapter is. So then, like, we can actually, like, more appreciate, like, the times of peace. Because I have a feeling it's not gonna last. It's not going to last.
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Yeah, we talk from the future, though.
I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma.
Mm-hmm. She did.
Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun.
Poor guy.
As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency.
I heard that clap in my left ear.
Oh, what's wrong with him?
He's going away.
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about.
I wonder if,
Somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
I wonder if there's a bunch of dead spirits that died during that are, like, inside the Sakura tree.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out
So
through
that's
the
what that
cracks
is.
in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
I wonder if this is going to affect the
So the
boss fight that we
memories
get.
of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes,
Yeah.
that soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago.
We wouldn't know who Kitsune Saigu is, canonically, so I'm going to say the Shogun, because I have a feeling that she'll bring up Makoto.
Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others
We're getting Conria lore!
Others came from the now fallen kingdom of Conria.
Tell me more, please.
The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late. Otherwise, it would spread to all of Tevat.
Here's the thing. I think it's interesting. Venti has not brought up Conria to us whatsoever. Zhongli avoided talking about Conria. But I think it's interesting that A is open to it. Open about talking about it. Like, it makes me wonder if Zhongli would be on our side. If we had to go to the into a war against the Archons or something, or if like the Archons got split on something. I feel like A would side with her people and just the humans in general, the mortal realm. I'm not sure if Zhongli would. Because like her actions, even if they were flawed in nature, the reasoning for doing it all comes down to like trying to do what's best for her people. And I feel like that's what she's always had at the forefront of her mind. Yeah, exactly. And the fact that he had a contract with a Fatui for something, I don't exactly remember what he got in return besides like retirement. But, like, him retiring is such a selfish move, especially since he didn't even get someone to, uphold it. Like, you'd think that he would have kept his Gnosis. Like, he would have kept his Gnosis and passed it on to a new person, rather than just giving it up to the Fatui. Venti would just do whatever he wants, so probably whatever benefits him the best, or he would just stay out of it. Yeah, I can see that. He might be a little bit different from, like, the manga, because I know the first, like, chapter focuses on him before, he saved Mondstadt and everything. But, or helped save Mondstadt. But, like, I feel like out of the 3 Archons, A would be like the first one to help, basically. The one that would stay by our side. I feel like Zhang would betray us. I feel like Zhongli would betray us. I'm not sure about Venti.
But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
And it did, didn't it?
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Conria?
Yeah. But with Paimon saying this, it's making me wonder why would Inazuma be attacked at the same time as Conria? That's another thing.
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people.
So is this before Makoto, though?
I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Hey.
Is this the loss that Yai Miko mentioned?
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
I'm glad to see that she's growing as a character. And I also love that you can actually, like, hear the sadness in her voice.
When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters.
New beginnings.
Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward.
Yes.
All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for.
That's what being human is about.
As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth.
Another thing I want to point out that I think is interesting, like, the contrast also between A and Zhongli and Venti is that she's also not afraid to be a figurehead for her people. Well, like, Zhongli kind of was, only in a certain way. Like in his dragon form or what have you. And like, Venti is like straight up just hiding. Like, Barbara, who literally like worships his ass, doesn't even know that he is her god. You know? Like, I feel like that's another respectable thing. Venti is... That's also another thing with, when we first started playing this game, Ether wasn't he wouldn't trust Venti. That was a key thing at the very beginning of the game, was that Venti isn't trustworthy. I feel like he's way too laid back, and that he'd just do whatever benefits him the most, like you were saying. I feel like Venti and Zhongli are going to backstab us. Zhongli would do it just because he'll be contracted to do it. Venti will do it because it benefits him more to do that. Whatever situation that comes up that puts them, or they have to force their hand, they will do it. I do not think that A will do it. I think A will be there to protect humanity. Based on her actions and the past that she is going on about, and she's not afraid to talk about it. Both her and Yai are not afraid to talk about the past. While Venti and Zhongli definitely fucking are. Or if, like, Zhongli talks about it, it's about stuff that doesn't relate to him. Or if it's important, he won't go over it. Because, like, we never would have learned about his, you know, rock dragon dude if it weren't for him just popping up and causing a ruckus. Like, yeah, that's kind of a bad thing. But also, like, he's naturally hiding. He's hiding. He's lying. Like, literally people worship him and no one knows that he's or, like, people hint towards it. You know? Or probably don't even mention it because it'll be seen as, like, crazy for thinking it.
I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
She has reason to.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
And I feel like this Archon quest is going to solidify even further how much I love this character. She just kind of did dirty during the first quest with her. The first Archon quest. But then again, I think that quest served to more, like, bring her down to, like, to ground her as more human, you know? Like, yeah, it was pretty uneventful, but I felt like we got to see a side to A that no one gets to see. And that's why I enjoyed it.
There are a load of Rift Hounds here too.
Oh, we're just playing as A. Not our A, but A. Enemy reinforcement!
There is no escape!
I didn't even... Like, is this mine? I want to see if this is mine. Yeah, it's mine. They just put it to just my Raiden. Okay. That's interesting. She's definitely seems a lot more genuine than the other Archons, yeah. Yeah. I agree. And I feel like the puppet's going to disappear, which is only going to make her more genuine.
Something seems wrong with A.
I don't think that's A anymore.
Why would you ask that?
That's not A. That's the Shogun. The Shogun's taken over.
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go, no?
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time.
That's not A. Is it?
I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ah, makes sense. Spoken like a seasoned shogun. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this.
Also, another thing, like, if that was, like, her reasoning for doing it, then, like, why did she do it earlier?
Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
We'll have to see and see if this is actually A or if this is the Shogun. I don't know. Is that a blind man?
Furuyama?
Then yeah, this
is that you?
This is definitely still A. Okay, good. I don't know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for something bad to happen.
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
I wonder... Because she said that she had to get involved, right? Like, she specifically had to get involved. So, like, did Makoto have to go to Conria and died in Conria or something?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise.
Oh, I feel like she's going to talk about Makoto at
brews
some point.
Some of the very finest tea in all of
She's
Inazuma.
gotta.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest.
Yes,
I'm afraid
we
I'm
are her
unable to
guest.
serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
I want to learn more about the past.
Oh, yeah. Sheesh.
Sheesh!
Monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
Yeah.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay.
Makes sense.
And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then?
Now, why is he not panicking?
People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life.
Oh, it's because he's old.
But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets.
Yeah, so he's comfortable with dying.
The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart. A true dreamer.
Do you think that's why Yai is an author? Because Raiden loves reading? Or maybe she writes herself? Because I feel like you have to have like an author's mentality to be able to do that. Like, as much as I'd love to describe everything in vivid detail, like, I can't. I'm not, like, an author at heart, you know?
One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end.
Yeah, don't do that. Huh. I wonder if that was Makoto.
So
then.
you see, as bleak as things may be now,
That could also make
I
sense
have
if
experienced countless wonderful things. in
Yai
life
was that way because of
and have
Makoto,
no
then.
reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. Ah, what a pity.
Or maybe
I'll
that's
never get
like
to see what Inazuma looks like
A
after the
before her
almighty
whole
Shogun
thing with eternity
rebuilds
and
it
whatnot.
anew.
Maybe her eternity came from this whole debacle.
But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago.
That's so sad.
Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh? Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea. The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool.
Are we gonna
I'm
have to
making
get a
of
tea set
myself.
for this guy?
I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Okay, thank God.
Don't
I
worry
didn't want
about
to do
it.
that.
Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But... well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me.
Are we just gonna abandon him?
I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find a tea set?
Oh, I get...
Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now.
I guess we are going to get tea.
At the same time, this
Wait, are we gonna be able to
clan
talk to
from
Ayaka?
500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
Good thing I have
I'm
Ayaka in the
also
party.
feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow.
Ayaya. Ayaya, ayaya. I hope that we get to see Ayaka. I really want to see Ayaka. It's been a while. Like, yeah, I can just do this. And boom, we have an Ayaka. But it's not the Ayaka. Nope. Okay. Run it back. I'm not gonna teleport because it's not too far away. I might as well get stuff on the way there. You know? I hope that we get to see her. I really want to see Ayaka. It's been too long. Also, I really want to see A and Ayaka interact. I really want to see them interact. And charge up that energy. And then let it go. Ayaya, ayaya. Ayayaka. Or maybe we'll see Ayato. That'd be interesting. Or maybe both. I'm not gonna hold my breath for Ayato. I think we're gonna only see Ayaka. If anything. If anything. I feel like this is the perfect excuse to see her, though.
And the almighty Shogun!
Yep.
How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the traveler.
Damn
Please,
it.
fetch the tea set at your
I wanted to
convenience.
see Ayaka.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Was it really you that the tea master used to serve?
Right.
I feel like it's
wanted to
Makoto.
ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts.
That's interesting.
So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling
Makoto.
about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
So they're like two complete opposites.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us.
But they
In
looked
her
almost
eyes,
exactly the same.
The most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
Ambitions.
They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition.
That's interesting.
An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
Yeah, that's pretty big brain stuff.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with.
Seems more in line with how humans view the world, yeah. Very much so.
It does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
Probably.
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity.
I think A has grown up a bit, and it's also changed her philosophy and like mindset to be more closer to Makoto's.
But now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude
Oh, are the
of
frames
Almighty
going down?
Shogun.
We good? Or is that a you thing? Because it seems fine to me. And I didn't get, yeah. I didn't get, like, an alert or anything. Are we good? I'm gonna say that we're good, because it looks fine to me.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Very chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
Can't keep the spirit dude waiting. I'll run back over there now. It's cool that we got some more information about her sister, finally. And I have a feeling that it was her that went to Conria. If it was Conria. Yeah, that might have been a you thing. Because I didn't get any, like, warnings or anything. You're fine. You're fine. Nothing wrong with warning me. Because it could have been a my thing, too. Right. And the blood's gone. Alright. Just pardon me. Collect that thing over here.
Lightning flash!
And boom. Get that Sakura bloom. And then get this one.
Take this!
Boom. Where is that old man? Somewhere around here. Where's he gone? Is he gone now? We kept him waiting for too long.
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long. As
I had a
was the
feeling
case
this would
with
happen.
The memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea? We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
Don't start crying, Paimon. You didn't even know him, like, 5 minutes ago.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Yeah, cheer up.
Well, this
You didn't
chance
know
won't
him
come
before
often,
5 minutes ago.
and we do have a
Don't
tea
get so
set.
sad.
Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea.
Go for
I've
it.
watched Furuyama brew
It's
tea
gonna
on
be
many
real
occasions.
bad,
I
boys.
doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself.
She can't cook. Your girl can't cook. If it's good, though, congrats.
The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing
I
through
hope
my
it's
head as
good.
I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it.
It's just the memories flooding back in.
You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back.
Oh my god.
Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation
I want to
reasonably
learn more
lighthearted.
about the other people that were close to her.
But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may.
Oh no.
The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend,
I had a feeling.
Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me.
I wonder if we're ever
good.
going to see what Saigu... We did. In her trailers. In Raiden Shogun's trailers, we got to see them. Saigu was like a white kitsune. Because it's the piece of artwork with Raiden, with the crow dude, the white fox, and there's like one other person. There's an Oni there as well. Yeah. And then when like time flashes forward, they're all gone. You never saw that trailer? Go watch it. And then also another thing, in that same trailer, it's highlighted that she loses Makoto, or Makoto, if you want to say it correctly. Yeah, her story demo highlighted everything, and I'm so happy that we're finally like able to see her talk about it. But it just makes me wonder if Makoto died related to something with Kanria, because the T guy said that she left, you know? So.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes.
Yep.
She went to Conria alone.
I was right.
Without telling me.
She died in Kanria.
Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead.
But I wonder, there has to be a reason why she went instead of A. Especially if A is the one that is able to...
The circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or... perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening...
I swear, this is gonna make me cry.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness.
I'm actually crying, holy shit.
So all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions.
I think we also got to see this part in the trailer. Jesus.
Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
I swear, I'm getting way too fucking emotional for this. Holy shit. I don't know if Genshin has made me cry before. Jesus. I legitimately don't know if it's made me cry before.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura.
It appeared?
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air.
I wonder if it's something that Saigu did. Or Makoto.
In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power,
You good, bud?
I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
It might have been like the last thing that Makoto did to like help out Inazuma. Like probably like used like the last of her power to summon that thing.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
I don't want to compare our own separation. Like, she literally just lost, like, her sister's dead. We can get Lumine back. She can't get her sister back.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Oh, we're gonna ask about Lumine now.
Sister? I had heard that you were looking for your family.
Lumine was there, wasn't she? She was in one of the trailers for Genshin before Genshin came out, like officially released. There is a clip of Lumine in Conria watching Conria get destroyed. Did Raiden actually, like...
You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Yes.
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
Holy fuck, Lumine is old. Lumine and Aether are old. This is 500 years ago? And we went to sleep more than 500 years ago. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma, and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
I'm glad that they didn't make Aether's, like, basic smile be a part of this. I'm glad that they, made him, like, not frown, but, more just like a serious look on his face.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very
Can I
well.
drink it?
Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Yeah. I can't believe that made me fucking cry.
Illusion shattered.
That actually made me cry. Where's the last of this shit? Is it this way? Like, did they follow the trail, or... Oh, yeah. It's this way. I see it. Oh. Nope, here we go. Oh, jeez. Camera. Chill.
Lightning flash!
Just like... I wonder what sort of shit Lumine got caught up in. If that was 500 years ago, and she does, like, she sides with the Abyss, who seems to want the Archons and humanity, like, destroyed. I say seem with humanity. Like, at the very least, they hate the Archons. I'm not gonna climb up to get that. Oh, don't worry. Maybe for There may be more feels. Oh no, I'm gonna cry again. I'm going to fucking cry again on stream, and this is my first, like, story quest thing. And here they are. Okay. Hello, fuckers. I like the tilted shot.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey, are you sure you're all right?
She pissed.
You're scaring us.
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
She pissed.
Shine down!
I think it's an interesting challenge, having already had Raiden, and having to use my own Raiden against these guys. That makes it more fun. Hey! What happened? What the fuck? Is this the Shogun, like, trying to fight back or something? What the fuck? I've never had that happen before. Alright. I'm gonna take you out. Again? Come on, get out.
Illusion shattered.
Oh jeez, this is gonna be close. Is she okay?
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
Is the puppet taking over?
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back. We'll deal with the monsters.
I'm concerned.
That's the same light again.
Time for another trip down memory lane, boys. Let's go!
Where am I?
Who are these people?
Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
But the Rift Hounds are still or they're still there.
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Are they actually going to take down the Rift Hounds?
Back for more. Let's get them.
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
Oh. A generic character with a vision. What the
It
fuck?
certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
So full of hope.
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Okay. Am I not allowed to use my Raiden? Send in the War General! We got a healer. We gotta heal my Raiden.
There is no escape.
Bellowing thunder! Yeah!
Goodbye. I wonder if it's still gonna do the thing to me if I try to use her. If she's gonna freeze up again. Is she gonna freeze up again? There we go. There she blows. I'm afraid I'm going to fucking cry again.
Seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You don't sound better.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
Are we seriously going back to Inazuma?
When everyone
Inazuma
sees
City.
the almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face
They have an
any
Animo,
number of monsters
Cryo,
that
and
come our way.
Electrovision. Interesting. Yeah, we have no business disrupting the
Just leave it
reality.
to us.
The
Fighting is
alternate
what we do
reality.
best. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the almighty Shogun.
Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun.
Glory to the Shogun, my dudes. Are you disappearing?
Glory to the Shogun!
There you go. Goodbye. That was a cool transition.
They're gone.
Again. Was that a promise to them?
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well, Paimon
She's
thinks
growing.
that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now, and that's what counts.
That is what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what
Okay.
Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto.
They need someone a mix of both. That's why having the both of them was probably so much better. Because they could swap out for, like, whatever role needed what most.
Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done.
Yeah, she can take inspiration, but, like, I'm afraid that she's gonna go with it too far.
Yes, they are. They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise.
Okay.
Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Alrighty then, let's move on.
All right.
She wait there for a moment. On the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh?
Well, that's kind of what she has to do as like a shogun and leader of a fucking country. You're not allowed to show your emotions.
She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up.
Got that headache.
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body.
The Shogun's fighting back now.
I can't move it. It looks like the situation.
If it's what I'm thinking it is. I should get you back to the city.
Than I thought. No need.
Get this god an Aspen stat.
Calling me. The time has come.
The it could be either Makoto, Yai, or the puppet.
Can you help me walk?
It's weird seeing my username on there instead of my own. But
I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
maybe it's not the puppet. Is it? Is it? Can't go that way. Here, let's just teleport. But first,
Hold the line.
gotta heal her. Just, I'm very concerned for my girl. Very concerned. Just, I don't know if it's the puppet. I got this. Wow. Okay. This, I'm not sure if it's the puppet or if it's Makoto. Or what? So we just have to go underneath Narukami. I think. I know exactly where that goes. Oh yeah, that also makes sense. If the boss fight's going to be underneath Narukami Island. Dude. I hope this boss fight's good. I'm also scared. I'm scared to God. We're scared to the Archon. Scared for the Archon. One of those things. Right here? Interesting spot. Evil laughs. Go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine. So is this where it's going to be? Oh, it's this location. I didn't know that was going to be important.
We're finally here. The entrance should be
I'm stressed.
nearby.
I'm stressed. Here it is. Here it is.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
You okay?
It's getting worse again.
She's literally going to be fighting
But
like
it's
an evil
fine.
part of herself
I'm happy.
with a handicap.
I'm about to put an end to it all.
Not your life, please.
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance.
So it is Makoto!
Realm of consciousness. It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with my body as I please.
Is the puppet made from Makoto's dead body? Is it? Because, like, why else? How would she have control over it?
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she?
I had a feeling.
Makoto?
Everyone was saying that it was going to be the puppet. But it's Makoto, isn't it? We're actually gonna meet her.
Follow me.
Oh yeah, Paimon's never been in the plane of Euthymia. This is something similar. Dude, I'm so hyped if this is gonna be Makoto. Oh my god. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. But holy shit, is her body that she's using Makoto's body? That's kind of fucked up if it is.
Where did we get sucked into this time?
It's similar to the plane of Euthymia, but instead of the plane of Euthymia, it's whatever Makoto has. Because it basically is, but it's Makoto's.
Look over there. It's another A.
It's Makoto.
We meet again, traveler.
Excuse? Oh, it's the
This body
Shogun.
is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules.
What? This body is an assistant to the one within. So the Raiden is an assistant to A, but it's also the guardian of the rules, which are probably the rules that Makoto put in place?
Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Interesting.
Wait, Paimon knows that voice. Is that the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity.
You have wandered the realm in... Okay. So that's like the human realm. And you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. As in, like, Makoto.
You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you?
Or maybe she's upholding the old rules that, A put in place.
But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer.
You can actually hear the differences, oh my god.
We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Time to kill the puppet.
The atmosphere in here just took a
I
turn
doubt
for
this is
the
gonna
worse.
happen, but it would be really cool. It would be really cool. Yeah, she talks about erosion like Zhongli did. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It'd be really cool if instead of calling her, welcome back. You missed me crying on stream. I'm interested to see if they change her name from Raiden Shogun to A. In the menus. Yeah, I literally cried on stream. You missed it.
Are you alright now?
Yeah, from the quest. It was stuff that A was talking about. And A's like my favorite character, and she was going into backstory and whatnot about really sad things. And it made me fucking cry. Yeah. I haven't seen anything besides, you know, what I've played so far, but like, holy shit. I think this quest is really like solidifying her like as my favorite character.
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body.
That makes sense.
As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes.
But why are we in Makoto's consciousness?
But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Has she mentioned this before? This is our system to safeguard against modifications to eternity.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like
This is literally an internal
It's a bit
conflict.
extreme.
This is literally an internal conflict.
Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day.
Let me only play as Raiden, please. Or not Raiden, as A. Because they're technically two people now.
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Yes.
Isn't there any other way?
Can't you, like, talk it through or something? A isn't someone who leaves herself an escape route.
They both just want the best for Inazuma.
That's true.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty.
Oh, geez, she's
In
transforming.
nature's invested power over all the realms.
The voice is different.
It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits A's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred, all of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you.
Just hug it out. I wanted to hug her when she was talking about, like, all the shit that she's gone through, that she was finally venting about 500 years later. I will say, I think it's a very interesting concept that they are talking about, like, how time wears it on someone, like, if they were to live forever. Because I don't think that people have really taken that into account when talking about, like, oh, I wish I could live forever. Like, I wonder. It's almost like a long form of, like, being jaded.
Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting Lord.
Time literally
the
won't exist if you
eternity.
were to live forever. Yeah, that's true. That's also true.
And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A.
It would be really cool if we can just play only her and only with the sword. Time is a human construct. Immortality is cool up to a certain point. There's a lot to consider there, yeah. And I feel like this is kind of like posing that question. Like, what would happen? Like, how would you be, like, eroded over time? Also, this shot's pretty cool. Can I just sit here and appreciate her? That's just, you know, blot out Ether and Paimon. But, like, geez. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Even the proud and
Yes, I get to play as her!
was cut down in disgrace.
Take her out!
Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as
Oh,
brightly
jeez.
as it once
Oh,
did.
Jesus Christ! Why can't I do that?
Shattered.
Oh, we get to hear the battle theme again. It's been so long. Look at how menacing she is. Holy shit.
Weak. Inazuma shines eternal. The eye sweeps
You
the
fucking
land.
dodged it, you bitch. Oh, these things. I have to destroy these
There is
things.
no escape.
I was kind of hoping I could just control her sword. Also, another thing I should point out, Nimbus, is that I'm using my Raiden. I'm not using the Raiden that they give you to, like, test out. I specifically checked. I'm using my Raiden. So the one that I built is the one I'm using. Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright. Fuck. No, 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 no! I don't want to die! Oh, geez, she's blocking.
Now you shall perish.
She seriously blocked that?
The eye sweeps the lands.
I'm just gonna stay out of that.
The kitchen sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch black rain.
She's fucking healing?
The relentless erosion of time will never stop.
I'm gonna heal. If she gets the fucking heal, I get the fucking heal. This bitch. If we're gonna play that game, I'm fucking healing.
She's completely recovered?
Yup, and so did I, bitch.
Thunder.
Oh my god.
Shine down. Torn to oblivion. This world, a fleeting shadow.
I love this battle theme too. It's one of the few songs from Genshin Impact that I absolutely love. I've listened to this song like on fucking repeat.
The divine lightning that envelops all of the Azuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time.
Okay. Since she got the heal, I'm doing it one more time. There.
Stillness. Illusion shattered.
Alright. Jesus Christ.
Strike dead. Torn to oblivion.
Strike dead to you too. Jesus.
Absurd. Pathetic. Weak.
Jesus.
The eye sweeps the shine down.
Get the fuck out. Okay.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Alright.
Illusion shattered.
Jesus. Okay, okay, okay.
On the land
Just
of
gonna.
eternity.
Oh shit, I'm gonna get. Oh god. Did I actually dodge a portion of that?
Inferior. Shine down. Now you shall perish.
You're gonna be healing again?
Illusion shattered.
Okay, I'm gonna heal. She got to do a second full heal, so I'm gonna heal again. I'm justifying my actions.
Thunder. This world, there is no escape. Weak.
Why are you calling me weak? You literally have a sliver of health.
Illusions are but distractions.
What the fuck are you doing? Find and defeat the special illusion.
Torn to oblivion.
Okay, there's one down.
Shine down.
There's two. Oh, is that it? Oh my god. This is a helpful tool to approximate the universe and to help understand our experience. Yeah. Still talking about time there. No. No, I know how this goes. We didn't. Oh, her eyes were glowing for a moment there.
Martial prowess has not dulled. But how long?
Lovely
can
2
your
a.m.
will remain
thoughts.
strong?
Yeah, it's not invincible. But we're going on the phase 2.
Her existence is tenacious indeed.
Mm-hmm.
She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings, including you and me.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Could technically, yes.
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking, One that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward.
Are you sure she doesn't have like a settings button?
This
or menu?
is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her. 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle.
I love how her eyes are glowing.
Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learned to trust them.
I'm gonna say this.
I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear.
That's true.
I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness.
I love her so much.
During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Are we finishing the quest here and then picking it back up with Yai's? Bro. I might have to stay up until like 3 a.m. for this. Holy shit. Like 3, 4 a.m. I'm not going to sleep after that. If this is how it's going to end, I'm not going to sleep, man. Holy fuck. Is that where it ends? That was so sick, though.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there forever? She was making sense, and maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still.
It has no physical body anymore and has to rely on the Shogun.
Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn.
And no
at
sleep till
times,
midnight.
and has a history of rushing into difficult situations.
I was like, what's that scream? Because I...
What if she gets too obsessed?
I'm sorry, I'm playing on an inferior
Why
console.
she's there in the first place? It could happen, and then she might never leave again.
We're not about to leave her just yet.
Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she gets through this, the better. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the
You're
fight?
basically playing on an Atari 2600.
Look, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there. Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice,
We gotta
don't
enlist the
make
help
right now.
of the Fox Lady.
Okay, maybe if we both ran into it at the same time really, really hard.
You're asking for a concussion.
Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly forgot about her. Who knows
She
if
literally
really
says, like, I'm gonna
understands
place
the consciousness
all of
realm.
Inazuma
Maybe it's more
in
than
Yai
we
Miko's
know.
hands, and Paimon's sitting here like, oh yeah, I kind of forgot about her.
All right, up the mountain we go.
Compared to Nimbus's quantum supercomputer over here. Hey, I might get one too. Maybe not a PS5, but at least like a computer for me to use. That might cut down on that. Okay. I don't know why, but not, like, recently the Charlie Sheen, like, winning meme from like 15, 20 years ago came back into my head.
Another bad one?
Alright.
No, let me try again.
What are you talking about? Raiden's right here. There's the lady! There's the Fox Lady!
someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel
Fox
it for
Lady
you.
Pog.
I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
She's still holding up a front, isn't she?
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Probably might get to the point.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's she.
Yaya already knows, doesn't she?
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date.
Yep.
Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight
She
to
didn't.
the most extreme course of
right.
action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A all right. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now?
This duel is more serious than anything up till now.
Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Because she placed Inazuma in your hands.
She's doing this on purpose, for sure.
She's quite literally a fox.
You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do.
I want to know why it's Makoto's.
All I know is that
If
it's
the Shogun is
foundation
there.
of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of Euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me.
I wasn't paying
like?
attention. Just show up in the plane that's blue and not like purple. And that's like basically the opening of Tokyo Ghoul. How did you not notice?
Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Okay, return to the entrance to the secret realm. I gotta go back. It's directly underneath this? What the hell? Yoink. Alright. Me realizing I'll probably need Enkanomiya for Ayato. I mean, you have to get the cleansing ritual done for this. And Enkanomiya is, like, a really cool place to hang out, too.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
Okay.
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply.
Jesus.
Right now, she is surrounded by chaos.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I think all of mine are at least like 75. I know that Comet's exploration is higher than mine.
Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time.
Okay.
This is precisely why when entering the plane of Euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
So is that what we're gonna do? You two are the same AR now. Both of you are AR-55.
What? can go in.
In your dreams.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, always stand
Are you
to lose
56?
today. So what's the big deal?
You must have turned 56 recently. If you're 56. I've been 56 for like a month.
Fine. Hyman's coming too.
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way.
All right. There it is. Yeah, 55 to 56. 55 to 56 is more than that, I think. Actually, yeah, it's more like 10 levels. Yeah.
I say.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed.
Okay.
By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
We gotta save the waifu.
Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands.
Okay.
For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
I'm scared.
Miko, you better know what you're doing.
She does.
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
Literally like the smartest woman in all of Inazuma. Hey, look, a loading screen. You never see those anymore. Out here stealing your god. Alright. Ooh, cutscene! Oh, glass. There's the theme again. What the fuck?
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Oh, jeez. We're back! That gave me goosebumps. How the fuck are we supposed to help?
Huh? How can this be? You have returned.
In like 5 minutes.
But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years?
Years?
This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost.
Oh, it's one of those
and
things where
never have you
different
shown
times and
slightest
dimensions.
hesitation.
She's been fighting for literal years. It's like an Aqua in Kingdom Hearts. It's the same fucking thing, except, you know, amplified. Instead of it being like 500?
Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. the conclusion to that which began 500 years ago.
Jesus.
Final duel? Huh. So you're finally willing to stand back, traveler.
You're gonna put an end to this. Ooh.
I'm going to be the start of something new.
500 years of fighting.
The
Jesus
time our duels
Christ.
took to fight was long
Oh, we get to do this again.
rise and fall of
Oh god. And we just get to play as the Raiden Shogun? Okay, okay, okay. I'm healing real quick. I get the reset. We're running it back. Okay. Jesus. Okay. We're getting right into it. I hope I don't get smacked. Alright. She literally looks straight out of Honkai Impact. How the fuck am I supposed to survive this as just her? Oh jeez, okay, okay, okay. Oh jeez. Wait, do I get to use the sword the entire time? I do! Do I? I do! That's awesome!
Shine down! Inferior! Eternity is in my hands!
What? What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Erase all threats.
Oh, jump. Okay. Oh. Ah, jeez. Can I not heal anymore? We're gonna use the defense thing.
Purge all obstacles.
Oh my god.
Perish.
Can I heal yet? I would like to heal, please. No. Oh jeez. Oh, she just healed herself. Okay. What the fuck?
Purge all obstacles.
Bro, what am I doing?
Inferior. Witness the final calamity.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Through it. Follow my blade.
Jesus.
Remove all obstacles.
I'm not going to, trust the fact that I'll get healed again.
There is no escape.
We're halfway through. So that's something. Big Slash does true damage if you don't get that shield. Are you serious? Okay. Time for us to jump again. Okay, good. So we do get healed. Because we're not running a healer or a shield.
There is shine down.
I would like to see someone try to do this without getting healed. Please recognize who's healing you. Yeah, it's Yai. Yai Miko's healing her. Here we go. I like how that activates as the killing blow. Did you really? I'm bad at this game. Okay.
This is the end. You have won. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future. And you aren't alone.
Also, let it be known, Trial A broken. Well, Trial A is also like C2 or C3. Also, another thing, like, I had the heal, like, right off the bat because I had, like, half HP.
I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Musou Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me.
Oh, that's from her?
I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto.
Like how they have
Perhaps
to put that
it can
previous
only
Shogun
respond to me with
in
its
there.
full power when I truly understand and believe in her. When I clasped Musou Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then? Like, for real this time?
800 in the dialogue always shocks me. Yeah. Right, her voice actress does a very good job. It's glowing.
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness.
It's her!
I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end.
This is also the same voice actress, I believe.
I left a faint fragment of my will in Musou Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness.
Did you know what was about to happen in Conria?
I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way.
Don't look down on me.
See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain.
And that is? It's like I should probably get some sleep considering I have work tomorrow. Have a good rest of the stream and enjoy the quest. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know if we're at the end right here, but I'm glad that you stopped in. It's been nice seeing you. Have a great night. Have a great night, man.
Before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
Goodbye. What do we get? Or what does she get?
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh?
Is it really?
Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh?
Goodbye, Makoto.
That's bittersweet. Yeah. Oh. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what she gave her? Was it the seed to the sacred Sakura tree? So did we go back in time 500 years? So Raiden planted it.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past.
That's what I was trying to say.
No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine.
Yeah, it's kind of a mindfuck.
Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
I saw wonderful things inside that place. Yeah. Because, like, to me, that, what is it? The cutscene? It looked more like going back in time to me. Like, entering the, stream of consciousness from Makoto.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Huh, so that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fully understand yet.
Is this our first time seeing the two of them in the same room together?
My intuition tells me that the
No.
reason for everything...
Second time.
It's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I know what you mean. Perhaps Makoto got a higher power involved in all of this.
Is that
But whatever the
Easteroth?
explanation, her solution is what saved us all.
What the hell is Easteroth? If I had my phone over here, I'd look it up. Do you know what that is? I kind of want to look this up after the stream. Or if you want to look it up right now, go for it.
Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there.
Yeah, literally everyone. Might be Celestia. It might be something with Celestia. That would be my guess.
You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness. But unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
Yeah, because
the
it
sacred
was...
Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
That's why it looks like a fox.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you?
Is that significant? I feel like Yae Miko would definitely be like one of the characters that would definitely be like a dominatrix or something.
At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient.
That's interesting.
Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
Easteroth in Genshin is the goddess of time, apparently. It's one of the 4 parts of the Primordial One. What the fuck is that? Because my first thing that like comes to mind is like, is that what the unknown god? Is the unknown god a part of that? But then again, like Ether would have known about that, I feel like. An inevitability of fate.
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
It's like the Great Duke of Hell. Great. We have another name that comes from more demons. And like very bad things. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. And I feel like it's just more and more foreshadowing.
Hey, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down? After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was both of
It
them.
was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing.
The final act might be a simple one, but getting there was the result of countless efforts coming together. Just because the cause and effect ended up a bit back to front doesn't mean that you should undervalue the part you played.
Thank you.
I like those lines. Where like they're like giving Ether lines basically, but I wish that they would actually have him speak it.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Makoto said the exact same thing.
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days?
She technically did for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
In case you didn't know, Beisht, Osial's wife, is ocean succubus worm demon? What the hell? Like, they keep taking names from demonology.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future.
I feel like it's all foreshadowing for later.
After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Isn't that already abolished?
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie
it
ahead
wasn't
for
abolished?
Inazuma.
Or I was under the impression that was. Oh, it was the Vision Hunt decree that was abolished, not the Sakoku. Or Sakoku. However you say it. Yeah, it was just the Vision Hunt decree. They're two separate things. I thought they were the same thing. So they're allowing people to go in and out of Inazuma without any problem now. right? Because they still had that. That's why Jinyan had such a bad time getting here and staying here, right? During that event.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's cool. And we found a Dream Sakura. I want to check out and see what that is. I want to see like the definition thing for it. Real quick. Alright, I'm going to read this entire thing. If I can. I'm going to talk to them. I want to read this first. Okay, holy shit. Okay. You held a single Sakura petal in your hands before leaving Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness. Its existence is a mystery. It appears no different from ordinary Sakura petals, and there it silently sits in your storage just like any of the others. But you can no longer touch it, nor can you feel its weight or warmth. When an object loses any of the attributes that one would normally ascribe to it, how can its existence be proven for sure? As you think back on the many sights the petal must have witnessed in the past, a certain guess comes to mind. That which sustains the Sakura petal's existence must be someone's will. But as to who this person is, and whether they are intentionally or unintentionally keeping this petal in existence, neither can be known, nor can you prove whether that willpower is one derived from yearning, trust, or gratitude. Perhaps when that person's will changes, so too will the Sakura petal disappear. Just to be safe, it might be best to check back from time to time and see if it still exists. Dude. What if this disappears at some point? Like, what if this just disappears at some point in our storage? Like, at a certain point in the story. I gotta talk to my girl A first.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
About the challenges.
Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. It would be folly to say that it will be all positive, and there will be no negative repercussions.
I'm sure that there would be people that want to keep the decree. Right?
For example, I can foresee the outside world posing a threat to Inazuma's businesses. These are the issues that I must work to solve.
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously. I've only got as far as wondering whether I'll be able to sell entrance tickets to the Grand Narukami Shrine in the future.
Basically make it a tourist spot.
Honestly, Nico. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Okay, while I'm having this thought, I just want to say this now. I hope that MiHoYo, or Hoyoverse, I guess, gets their head out of their asses and would put these characters, like, make a schedule for these characters and have them, like, exploring the world or, like, in different parts of the world during different times of day. You know? Because I would love to talk to these characters more often. Even if it's the same lines, it would make the world feel that much more lived in. Alright, about the gaze of the gods.
Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of Inazuma. I always assumed it was because that was her duty. But now, I see that hers was a gaze full of delight and hope. It was not just a duty, but a joy, too. She loved humanity very dearly.
If the people of the past deserve the gods' attention, then so do the people of the future.
Indeed. No longer will I ignore their passions and dreams. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. To put it bluntly, it was constant torture with no end in sight.
Yeah, for 500 years.
Faced with an endless battle, I had to remain focused at all times. Had my concentration lapsed for but a moment, the Shogun's blade would have taken my life.
Oh god. What if we showed back up and she was just gone?
Safe to say, were it not for my previous experiences in combat, my skills would not have been up to the challenge. I would most certainly have been defeated.
Another thing to consider is, like, they're basically like the same person, so you have that Sonic versus Metal Sonic situation in mind. Because they know, like, they should have the same, like, skill set,
And
basically.
through it all, you also had your part to play.
And we had an edge just because we had Yai with us.
Many
It
challenges
was more
still
Yai
lie
rather
ahead
than
for
Ether,
Inazuma.
but, you know.
But I am... Don't worry. I haven't forgotten. I will be sure to remind the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions of their duties in this regard. It's not only the monsters that I am worried about. I'm concerned about what else might escape from the sacred Sakura.
Okay.
That's a tough one, all right. There's plenty more besides memories held in the ley lines.
Since you clearly understand, perhaps you could think about making an effort too.
Yeah.
Many challenges still
Pretty
lie ahead
aloof,
for
Yai.
Inazuma.
Yaimiko said that she was
But I
placing
am
her
prepared
god.
Yai Miko said nothing of the sort. And the Traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still present.
If A was killed, would a new Electro Archon be chosen, or would the Shogun puppet continue to take her place of the Archon? I think the Shogun would probably take her place. Because again, like, the public didn't even know that Makoto died. They still don't. So I think it would just, the Shogun would just take up her spot.
Some words are not to be passed on. Trust me, you don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret. Understood.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Ooh, I suddenly want some fried tofu.
Nice evasion there,
Many
Yai.
challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
I have no other questions. Can I talk to Yai? What's she gonna say now?
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Okay. Whew, okay. Now that we've got that finished, I'm gonna save Yai's quest for later, but I want to prepare for tomorrow, which means staying up later. Oh, check the map. You're talking about... What are you talking about? What's special with the map? You're talking about over here? What's special about it? Oh! Got it. Good thing that we haven't done that yet. Good thing that we haven't done that yet. I will say, things that I need to get done between today and tomorrow. Can you do me a favor, and can you check and see what scrolls Yai needs? I'm not sure 100% what kind it is. I'm hoping it's light, so then I can grind that out for A as well as her. I have a feeling it's light. Yeah, we can do that tomorrow. I want to get things prepared for Yai. So that means staying up a little bit later, but I want to use all 160 of my resin for grinding out the boss. Okay. I wanted to check now, because while it's still Wednesday, if it's light, then I need to go do that, like, ASAP. Because light is on Wednesdays, and I don't want to have to wait until, Saturday to level up her talents if we're going to be wishing for Yaimiko tomorrow. Like, otherwise I can go grab my phone. But I don't want to, like, lag the stream or anything. Or, I can just stop the stream and do it otherwise. That's the only reason why I say now, yeah. Because it's going to be Thursday, technically, in-game in like an hour. So that's the only reason why I say now. Like, again, I could, but I feel like it's gonna, you know, put the stream to a fucking crawl. Because that happens every single time. But, yeah. That was a really good quest. That was a very, very good quest. Got some more lore. And it made me cry. Got some more A and a little bit of Yai. Yaimiko. In there. So, if it's... Yep, it's light. We're gonna go do that right now. Yep. Also, another reason why I felt like it was going to be light is just because, the little, gate. Oh. If you're gonna sleep, there's no reason for me to stream this. So I'll just do this off stream. So, good night, Comet. I'll see you tomorrow when we do Yaimiko, polls. We might also do her story tomorrow. I'm not so sure. We'll see. Alright, good night. Sleep well. And with that, we're going to end the stream. Goodbye!